With the fact that the Eagles are resting Saquon Barkley this week, and they will not be letting him break Eric Dickerson's record, it's definitely a very negative thing. So, I thought, let's go ahead and replace Saquon Barkley with Eric Dickerson. And let's see, what would Eric Dickerson do with a 17-game schedule instead of having what he had back in the day, which was less than 17 games. So, let's go ahead and set up the depth chart correctly, and we're just going to see how this goes. Hopefully it goes well. It's kind of the goal here. But we do got Eric Dickerson, we got Kenneth Gainwell, and we got Shipley. This is the offense. And then we have the defense. Obviously, in real life, this team is very good with the Philadelphia Eagles. So they should be good in Madden as well. Starting off right away, they lose to the Packers in Brazil, 29-28. Okay. Not what I expected starting the season off, but alright. 58 yards and a touchdown for Eric Dickerson, so nothing really special there. Let's go into week 2 here versus the Atlanta Falcons. This time in Philly, they do win this game 37-34. Week 3, they play the New Orleans Saints. They win again. All right, so let's see this winning streak starts getting going. No. So going into their bye week, currently, 2-2 on the year, not looking too fantastic. Obviously, again, listen, adding Eric Dickerson isn't going to completely change the game. If your quarterback throws 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, Dickerson 350 yards and 5 touchdowns. He also had the 87 yards and a touchdown through the air. So, not too special, but I'm holding out hope that he has one of those like crazy, ridiculous games. Because if not, I might as well just go back to Saquon Barkley here. But they destroy the Brownies, which is good. Beat up on the bad teams. They destroy the New York Giants. Okay. Then they play my Cincinnati Bengals. They win, sadly. In real life, they also won, but they destroyed us in real life. They beat the Jags. Now they play the 6-2 Cowboys in Jerry's World, and they win that game. Okay. Now they're going on a tear. They destroy the Commanders. Holy crap. Now they play the Rams. They lose to the 2-8 Rams. That is a typical Eagles move, man. That's a typical Eagles move. You lose, you're on a tear, and you lose to the 2-8 Rams. Yeah, that's pretty accurate to what we can expect. Nonetheless, though, they are 11-3 now, and they're going for that number 1 seed. They beat the Commanders 52-15. All right. Yeah, no, that's gonna be a score. So they finish the year 14-3, and they don't win the NFC because the 49ers went 15-2. The Chiefs went 16-1 like they did in real life here. But 15-2 Niners, so the Eagles have to play the wild card because they didn't win the conference. That is quite the disappointing end to the season. 4,600 yards, 39 touchdowns, 10 interceptions for Jalen Hurts. 1,426 yards and 18 touchdowns for Eric Dickerson. So it looks like Eric Dickerson nowhere close to breaking his own record, let alone, Saquon Barkley's record this year. 579 yards through the air and 6 touchdowns for Dickerson. So, was he the 18 touchdowns is a crap ton. Let me see this real fast. NFL, the most rushing touchdowns was Joe Mixon, and then it's Lamar Jackson. I love Madden. So he comes in 4th in rushing touchdowns. Rushing yards, he actually also comes in 4th. So he's 4th in rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. I don't think he's going to win any MVP award doing that. Jalen Hurts came in number 2 for MVP. Yeah, no MVP, it looks like right now for our boy Eric Dickerson. He's 3rd on the list of Offensive Player of the Year, so most likely not going to win that. Although there are 3 Eagles on Offensive Player of the Year. The only downside in this franchise right now, the 1st ranked offense and the 7th ranked defense. They're so good at scoring, this team is, that it actually kind of takes away from, like, Eric Dickerson going off and having 2,000 yards. Because Devonta Smith has 1,300 yards and 17 touchdowns. A.J. Brown has 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns. So that definitely takes away some points and yardage from our boy Eric Dickerson. But wild card round against the Panthers, and the Eagles lose by 3 points. And they end their season off just like that. They end their season off losing to the 9-8 Panthers, who was a wild card team and couldn't even win a division. That's painful to lose like that, man. That's painful to lose like that. But we got the Packers and the Browns in the Super Bowl. Of all teams, the Brownies win. Actually, no, the Browns lost to the Packers in the Super Bowl in the end here. But sadly, no awards for Eric Dickerson. He had a fantastic season, he did. Obviously, not as good as Saquon Barkley yardage-wise. But I just kind of wanted to see what would happen, and I think we got our answers. See you guys in the next one, though.